stop relying on men financially.
Back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, then make sure that you click the subscribe button below and join the revolution. So, as you can see, I'm not sitting by myself today. I'm with a special guest. I'm with my mom. Say hi.
Hi guys, this is Benita's mom. Do you see how beautiful she is? She took it from moi.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today my mom finally agreed to be on my channel. The last time she was on my channel is when I pranked her and she hit me very hard. So ever since then she didn't want to be on my channel, but now we finally got her back to the channel and we are going to be giving some relationship advice from a mom and wife and wisdom person's perspective. So since you're going to be giving some relationship advice, tell us about your relationship experience. How many years have you been married for?
Plus minus 30 years.
Yeah. And if you could do it again, would you do it again?
With a very same person. Yes.
Aww. So the first question, I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years and he has been cheating. Recently he got another girl pregnant, but I still love him. The problem is I also rely on him financially.
A boyfriend, not even a husband, cheating.
Run.
Balega, balega, balega.
Get to balega, balega, balega.
Balega. You had me. Run away. You know what? Women, stop relying on men. Whether you're married or you're unmarried, stop relying on men financially. Most women are staying in an abusive relationship like that because they cannot, they're staying in a relationship just for a plate of food. No, no, no.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no.
Stand up and do something for yourself. That's a small business. And people think starting a business is expensive. No, it's not. That money that he gave you because you rely on him financially, take that money, buy something and sell. Buy tomatoes, buy fish, buy this and sell and make your own money and stop relying on a man. Women, learn to stand up for yourself. You can't stay in an abusive relationship for a plate of food. This man already got someone pregnant. Where's the love here? Where's the love? No. Balega.
That is 100% true. I mean, at the end of the day, you must understand that the things that you go through when you're dating is what you're going to go through when you're married. You see, you're not going to get married and then magically, because you're married, he changes. The behavior you see now will follow you in future, and in future you have more to lose because you're married and you might have kids.
A leopard never changes its spots. A leopard will always be a leopard. It won't change tomorrow as a donkey. No. So it's not going to change. You're going to, if you do get married, he's going to cheat on you and you will be relying on him financially still. No, in this day and age, we don't rely on men. We do it for ourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another thing that I think people should be careful about is this thing of saying, in a relationship, we've gone through so much. When you trace what you've gone through, you mean he's cheated, he had a kid, maybe he hit you, at some point he left you. That's not going through a lot. That's someone putting you through a lot. That's someone abusing you.
Exactly.
Going through a lot is sometimes you'll be together, your partner loses their job.
Yes.
It becomes tough. That is going through a lot. But someone repeatedly abusing you is not going through a lot. You cannot stand abuse because you love him. You'll find someone else who will love you. What do you do when he doesn't make time for you? He doesn't text or call like he used to. especially since the relationship is long distance.
I think what you have to do there, find out why he's not calling and not texting anymore. You might find that he has lost interest in you, or maybe he's busy, but it's not allowed to be busy to such an extent that you forget about your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife. That's not correct at all. But at the same time, you might find that as a woman or as a man, you're the one who's always texting, always calling, and so forth and so forth. When things like that happen, just take a step back and see. Do not be the one calling all the time. Do not be the one texting all the time.
One thing that I learned is just because you understand why someone is doing something doesn't mean you must accept it. So him not contacting you as much because he's busy, I understand that, but I don't accept that, because at the end of the day, you only have time for things you make time for. Even if the person is busy, he must make time for you. And if he doesn't want to do that, then you need to make it clear that I only am going to stay in a space where I am loved and respected and cherished, because if you don't cut that thing out now, guys, it's going to go into your marriage, and you don't want that. How do you deal with men who have lost their mother or date men who have lost their mom? Yeah.
Sure. That might be a little bit difficult, but it's not really difficult. But one thing for sure is that you are not his mother. Don't turn into his mother. You are his wife or his girlfriend, and he must understand that, And this thing of like allowing him to say, my mother used to do it like this. If it was my mother, well, sorry, I'm not your mother.
And how do you deal with someone from an emotional perspective? When, let's say someone's mother has just passed on, how do you support them?
You give them a shoulder to cry on. You support them. And don't ever say, I understand what you're going through, because you don't understand what they're going through. Mm. You either say, I can imagine what you're going through, and then allow them to talk. Allowing someone to talk does not mean that you must reply back. Just keeping quiet, allowing them to talk. You might find that that's enough.
Mm.
And never say that it's okay, you lost your mother, but my mother will be your mother. No. Your mother will never be his mother, And don't use your mother to replace his mother, but allow them to talk. Mm. Sometimes they will talk today, this morning, in the afternoon they want to talk again, in the evening they want to talk again. Don't say, that's enough. You have been talking about and mourning about your mother all day. Just let them vent. Let them talk.
So what if, as a result of the loss, this person now starts to act not so good? Maybe they drink more than usual and they're not paying attention to you anymore, and that's how they're mourning. And this goes on for 6 months. At which point do you say,
enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I think there's one thing that we must not forget. Prayer. Pray for that person. Grieving can take more than 3 years. It varies from person to person. Get your pastor involved to try to give counseling to this person, or get professional people to counsel that person. But don't forget to pray with that person and to pray for that person, and be understanding. Because when a person is going through grief, sometimes they sleep, they don't want to wake up. Sometimes they just sit, they don't want to talk. Sometimes you'll find them with tears streaming down their eyes. Just be understanding. But above all, pray for that person.
And another thing is, you need to make sure you support people the way they want to be supported, not the way you feel like you want to support them. You understand? So if they feel like, I don't want anyone around, don't force to be around because you prefer to show support that way. Make sure that you give people support the way they need it and not force your way. My boyfriend recently got diagnosed with cancer. I really want to support him, but I don't have it in me. Am I wrong for breaking up with him?
Yeah, I think you are. I think you are, because do you love someone? Do you love him? Do you love someone because they're healthy? Where did the love go? Where did it disappear to? Because if you really love that person, then you will support that person. It's wrong that you want to walk away because your boyfriend has been diagnosed with cancer. I know that is difficult because you might be asking yourself, what if he dies tomorrow? Yeah, anybody can die. Even the person, the healthiest of people. You can walk out of your gate, got hit by a car, or just fall and die. So you need to support that person. Well, that's my take. You have to support that person because unless if you did not love that person, how do you walk away from a person that you love? How? How do you do that? Then if you just simply walk away, it means love was not there. Tough one.
You know, I think that's a very difficult one, and you know, I see that perspective of if you love someone, you will stand by them through everything. But I want to present a different perspective, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but how do you say it? There are some things that you don't have the mental capacity to handle, and that's the truth behind it. If you are going to remember that movie we watched yesterday, the dad who was angry at his kid for being sick.
Yeah.
If you need strength to support someone who's sick and endurance, and if you're gonna stay with them and they have cancer and you resent them, you say bad things about them, you don't really support them, you make them feel bad, it's better for you to walk away. If you know that you don't have it in you to really support someone, to really, because cancer can be a long journey and a very scary one, and truly, if you do love them, there's a kind of love where even if you don't have the capacity, you'll find it some way. But if you have broken up with them, clearly you feel like you don't have the capacity to. And if you don't have the capacity to, then walk away than to stay and abuse that person, or to walk away from them when they need you because you feel like you can't handle it. The reality is, as people, we have different mental spaces. And truly, sometimes strong people undermine the fact that other people cannot be strong. Because you're strong and you know what you can handle, when someone else makes a different choice, what you call the weaker choice, because you know your capacity and you think how I would be there, yeah, but not everyone has the ability to be strong and take what you can take. So really, I think this one depends on your capacity, your mental health, and will you really ride for them? Will you really love them and be what they need you to be, instead of you just being there to bully them? Don't stay out of guilt, that's for sure. Don't stay out of guilt. And of course, let's be honest, while you are allowed to leave, if you want to leave, you know, to leave while someone is in chemo, or to send them a text or whatever, like that's a pretty hard, like, look man, it's not nice, that's for sure. You have the right to leave, but it's not a nice decision to make.
I want to present a different scenario here. We know that God heals, right? This person have got cancer today, and you love that person, and you leave. Then miraculously, God heals that person after 3 months or so, or any time. Then where will you be? Will you go back to them because now they are healed?
I think if you walk away from someone who's sick and they recover, you have no right to go back to them. Even if you love them, even if you miss them, it's not about, if you abandon someone when they are sick, don't you dare, when they are healed, go back to them. There's a certain kind of love where you put yourself aside in spite of what you are going through yourself. And if you can't have that for someone, you have no right to go back to them when they are healed.
If you leave, do not go back to that person that you left when they really needed you. You leave, do not turn back, because you will turn into salt.
Oh my God!
Like
Like
when
Lot's wife.
God said to Lot's wife, do not look back. So once you leave, do not look back, because you turn into salt. So do not look back. Once you leave and don't ever come back.
If your partner doesn't post you or make it publicly known that you guys are together, is he or she cheating, or is he hiding you?
Some people don't want to post their families for security reasons. Others, yes, they are hiding you. But find out why.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Some people don't want to put their private life out there for everyone to see. But if I love someone and I'm proud of them and I'm not worried about security issues, then obviously I want to show them off.
You know, with that one, I think it's important to really investigate why. Do you know why you must investigate, guys? I keep saying this. I'll keep saying this. Because some men will hide a wife and or kids. And they won't tell you. He won't tell you that he's married. And he just won't post you. He'll say, yeah, you know, because of my job or whatever. No. Listen, if someone, look, there are reasons for some people not to post. So for instance, if they use their social media for business and work, you can understand that they're not going to post you. But if they're posting their personal life and they don't want to post you, why is that? And another thing is, some people though really don't use social media. Like, have you seen those people? By the way, those are the best guys today. Those ones, 0 posts, you know, followers are 2 following 1,000. Those kinds of ratios, those are the ratios. But some people genuinely don't use social media, so you can't hold them to the posting standard. But if you have someone who does use social media, who does post, and they're just not posting you,
That's suspicious. That's weird.
The only reason why you can hide someone, it's simple. You're ashamed of them. Even if I'm not dressing well, it means you came to me, you were attracted by my style of fashion. So you will have to show me off. Because if you like me and I don't dress well, it means you saw me. When you met me, I was dressed like that. So you can't hide me. It means you must show me off that way. You know, the fact that I don't dress well and so forth, that's not reason enough to hide me. You know.
I think where it gets tricky now is when you meet each other. Both of you are crusty, dusty, and dirty. Then you start to level up. But this person doesn't want to level up. You know, like, they are just crusty, dusty, and dirty. You know, when you are looking clean, you are looking so nice, you are looking gorgeous. And then your partner looks like, you know, they just... So what do you do when someone really refuses to level up?
No, you buy the clothes for them.
They don't wear.
No, they will wear. You buy the clothes for them. You know, you buy the clothes for them. You take them to do their hair. You hire a makeup artist to come and do their makeup, because you cannot say you're not suitable to go to the business functions with me because you like this. So where are you going to go with? And if you can make your own wife beautiful or your own man beautiful, then you're going to admire other people's wives or girlfriend. If you want your wife to wear a 9-inch high heel, buy it. Let them practice in the house how to walk.
Buy it.
In those heels. Let them practice in the house. Buy the clothes for them. You know, buy it.
That's it for today, guys. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will be back with more videos. If you guys want to see more of this relationship segment with my mom, then comment down below and let us know. Peace and love, guys.